Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as Austria Hungary in the battle for the Bosporus expansion. So I'm recording this here on Wednesday afternoon, so as many of you guys know, we did have an election here in America on Tuesday, and as of right now, again this could change by the time this video comes out, but as of right now, we still don't know who the winner to that election is, so I gotta say I'm a little bit distracted because I've been following it quite closely. I'm very concerned about the election overall, as many of you guys probably already know, especially if you follow us on our Discord, which, if you want to talk about politics, that's a great place to go. We have a political section, a little political sub-channel that I'm pretty active in, and I think we had a good time talking about the election on Tuesday. I was pretty active all day on Tuesday. I didn't have to work or anything. So, I mean, I don't think I went anywhere outside going to vote. I did go in person, and yeah, other than going to vote, I didn't do anything, so I was just kind of hanging out with you guys, talking about the election. So we're still discussing the election, if you wanted to go there and talk about it. I feel like the YouTube comment section is not the best place to talk about politics. So if you do want to discuss politics, then head over there rather than commenting in this video. But as many of you guys know, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't support either party or either candidate. I didn't vote for either of them. I did vote Libertarian. I voted for Joe Jorgensen. This is the second election in a row I voted Libertarian. Even though I am not a libertarian, I do not agree with their ideology, not at all, and yeah, I definitely wouldn't identify with them. I just found that over the last two elections, both of the primary parties here in America have just been putting forward absolutely garbage candidates. I feel like neither of the candidates this year deserved my vote, so you know, I didn't vote for Biden or Donald Trump. So I don't really have a dog in this fight. I think our future is a bit grim no matter who wins. Again, I don't like either one of them. I do have a lot of problems with both of them. Honestly, I can't even say who I would prefer to win out of the two of them. So yeah, just a crazy situation, guys, because we're sitting here on Wednesday afternoon. We still don't know, and we might not know. It might be another week before we find out who won. Maybe it'll be, you know, weeks or months, you know, because I think that some of these states are going to go to court, and probably rightfully should go to court. They're very, very close, and you know, I think we want to make sure we have whoever won, the legitimate winner. I think we want to make sure we've confirmed that. So yeah, definitely a weird election and very concerning, guys. So I will admit, I'm a little bit distracted today because of all that and everything that's going on here in America. So hopefully it doesn't affect the content too much. But I did want to note that I did watch and did follow it closely, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one that is a little bit confused with what went on in that election. It was confusing for me, at least. I don't know. It just seemed kind of strange. A lot of strange stuff happening. So I'm not entirely sure what to think about it, honestly. But what I can say is that I think America lost on this election. I don't care what side you're on. I think everybody kind of lost on this one. So yeah, it's been a weird one, guys. But yeah, let's go and continue with our conquest here in HOI4. You know, sometimes I know a lot of people think, you know, I've had some people ask me, like, how do I do these series? How do I record these and sit down and record these when so much is going on in the world and so many things are happening? And you know, I feel like sometimes this is exactly what we need. You need a little bit of gaming in your life, a little bit of distractions to kind of give yourself a break from just the stress that has been 2020. Good God, it's been such a cruddy year. And I feel like stepping away and doing some gaming is sometimes exactly what we need. So yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing the series. Remember last episode we conquered Britain. That was quite easy. In fact, the campaign overall has been quite easy, a little bit surprising. I know Germany isn't our ally, which is one of the more stronger countries in the game. But even then, I am a little bit surprised with just how well things have gone. It's been very, very smooth and very, very easy. Especially considering the fact that we did tick the AI difficulty up by 2 points. Everybody except for Germany, they only got the 1 tick, since we knew they were going to be an ally. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, I should say, at how strange this series has been, as far as like it's just been easy. It's been very, very easy. So wasn't expecting that, guys. But let's go ahead and get everybody selected who isn't assigned to one of those naval invasions, one of those 2 naval invasions we just did. Which there should be 5 assigned. It looks like I'm missing one here. Here we go. And then we're gonna get them moving over to the Soviet front. And as far as which direction they'll be in, I think we'll have them here in the south. Yeah, and then we'll just like split this half and half. Although, you know what, actually I'm gonna do something a little bit different here, guys. So let's go ahead and have the Green Army cover the center for us. Like so. maybe stretch it down just a little bit, and then reduce it up here. And we'll make some adjustments to that based on how it looks. And then these guys are going to be in the south. I think this is the best way to do this here. Alright, so we're going to want to make sure that everybody has planning bonuses. But I'm thinking because these guys have the mountain troops, that they should be in the south since they would be fighting down here. Now, we could do a naval invasion across the Black Sea. I don't think it's necessary. I think we should always try and avoid putting our troops in the sea if possible. Let's go and have the Green Army marked. We have the Blue Army. My bad. My bad. I thought we had the Green Army marked, but that is not the case. Let's go ahead and make sure we give them an order, and then we'll change up the Blue Army once we get all these troops over here. It's going to take some time, guys. Take some time to get them all over there. Oh, yes, the Purple Army is actually over here right now, so we'll finish this up, but we'll keep that line that they have over there. I did forget we were trying to finish this up here. All right, let's see how we want to go about doing this. I guess we'll just attack them here. I'd prefer that we get there before the Soviets, or excuse me, it could be the Soviets here. As you can see, they are helping. But maybe the Spanish are there taking that. Let's go this way. See if there's any other attacks we might want to make. I think we're good to go. So yeah, we'll invade these two islands over here. We'll likely be bombing Allied fleets here in the channel for a little while as well. As you can see, they still have ships here, but I assume they'll eventually all leave, especially once we take these two islands here. They won't have any nearby islands to base out of. As far as how long these are going to take, it's hard to say. To get those, I think one of them be like, yeah, I want to say like maybe 2 or 3 weeks to get these done. 7 to 10 days. Okay, so should have been 1 to 2 weeks is what I should have said. Synthetic industry has been knocked out. Excellent. Remember, that did give us a synthetic refinery. We'll have to see if that affects our trade at all. Probably not. We'll still likely need to trade for the rubber we're going for right now. So I think we should go and get the artillery effort next, and then we'll start really working on the Air Force focuses. We could, of course, get the naval focuses as well, but really not that important to me. Again, the Navy's just not going to be a focus in this campaign, guys. Alright, so we need this guy to come over here. Somebody needs to grab that for us. I'm going to attack this way as well. And it looks like these guys can now move over to this here. Alright, so let's go and get them moving out of here, which I think they're worried about supply. You can see that this supply region, we're having some issues. I almost want to go and take like 5 of the units here and then get them assigned elsewhere. Here's 4. Let's take one of those guys, and then we won't get that guy there. And then just go to move them over to this front. Alright, excellent. Also, I already have our garrison army. They are set up to garrison the British Isles, garrison all those ports over there. And that requires exactly 40 divisions, which is what we have. So that's good. Alright, so we're still, again, bombing the American and British fleets as they should be leaving here. And we are sinking destroyers and submarines. So that's good. Having some success there. Probably don't need to garrison the ports in the Mediterranean anymore. I don't think that's likely necessary. And it looks like they are basing out of that one. Or maybe not. Maybe those are just convoys we're sinking. Because, yeah, we could go in and bomb these 2 ports here. Let's take a look at where our planes are. I didn't manage those. I think that would be good. Yeah, so we actually do have them doing the port strike here, which I think is good, since they have a port there. So we'll do that. And then with the close air support here, we're going to move them to do port strike here in this region. Move them right up here, and then have them do port strike, and then they'll be able to provide us assistance, close air support assistance once we do our landing there. Same thing here with these fighters. Let's go and take them. Let's have them come over here. Provide us with a little bit of fighter support there. Don't really need all the fighters here. We'll likely just take... Let me see what we got here. And probably just take them all and assign them here for now. Might want to move the fighters... we'll wait to move them, I suppose. But eventually we're going to want to move all our planes over to that Soviet front. I don't know when we're going to declare war just yet. Obviously, we need to get our troops over here. We don't have our war goal yet for them. Honestly, I kind of want to get some of these other places finished up first, specifically here, and then they'll go get those 2 naval invasions done. I think would be good as well. All right, so we'd like to get everybody who's here cut off from supply. So what we really need to do is stop trying to fight on the entire front. which is unnecessary. And let's just focus our attacks on pushing towards Barcelona. That way we take their port and they won't get any more supply. Now they're already taking attrition because they probably can't get enough supply in here for all these troops. But yeah, we just want to get them destroyed so that we don't have to fight them later. The Red Army. We did not assign the Red Army to a front, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to have them... There's a couple different routes we could go. We could have them come up through the north here, then race over towards Moscow, go towards Leningrad. Another option would be to go this way and attempt to cut off all the troops on the front line. Both of those would be effective, I think. I think we might actually split our tanks up just a little bit. Yeah, I think we are going to do that, guys. Remember, we have more tanks building as well, medium tanks. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and split these up. We're going to put some here where they don't have to fight across a river or anything. So I think this would be a good location for them to go. And have them get a planning bonus. But we're also going to take a few, and I think we're going to have them push forward here and attempt to cut off any divisions that are up on this frontier and that, you know, are going to get that river bonus. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. So let's go ahead and just split them up a little bit. And I think the attack would be into these provinces. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. And then we'll just take a few of these, and we can make sure that that one division gets training. Yeah, we'll just take a couple of these, some of the less trained ones, and put them on over here. That'll be 4 divisions. Maybe do one more. And we'll do one more here. And then let's go ahead and do an offensive line here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so they'll all get to moving over here. And we'll just focus on getting this front finished up. We are losing some planes here. I feel like we've lost a lot of close air support. I almost want to pull back much of my close air support and stop them from bombing. Because we actually did take some pretty heavy losses when it comes to the close air support. Looks like this fighter also could move. I think we're going to start moving some of these over here at this point. So let's have these guys go to this one here. And they won't need to fly overhead anymore. And this will help us with the fuel, since we are using quite a bit now. And I would say the majority of that is probably from... Jesus, that was a loud motorcycle went by, or sounded more like a dirt bike. Anyway, yeah, you can see the air is definitely what's consuming all of our fuel right now. So yeah, pulling back some of these I think would be good. Now here we're trying to bomb, do these port strikes, so we'll keep the planes there. I also feel like we probably don't need all of these here, so maybe let's fly these guys over this way. And we'll just get them set up right here. And with these ones, we'll go ahead and train them up. And I think that'd be good. If they need training, we'll train them. So that'll of course cost fuel. That's okay. And yeah, still got that dirt bike going by. I have a feeling that's my neighbors across the way. They're quite loud. They're very loud. When they're not fighting or getting raided by the police, they're doing something else that causes quite a bit of noise. It's like the worst neighbors for somebody who does YouTube. they're so loud. And I feel like we're gonna have supply issues no matter what here. So I think we're gonna go ahead and move more over this way. So we can also pull back that blue army and get them going to the front they're gonna be assigned to. All right, so just taking a look at these naval battles, seeing what we've bombed here, mainly focusing, or mainly getting those wins with our planes rather than the submarines, which of course all we have. We could go ahead and get these guys assigned, because we want the one that's not going to be on its own to join the task force that's actually in a battle, because this one would be able to join them. And so we'll have 5 and 5, and then we'll start creating a new submarine task force. Typically like having about 3 to 5 in my task force, my submarine task force. So what did we get here? Okay, we have the 1940 submarines, and we're already building those. I'm not entirely sure what we had in the build ships and why that's lit up. Maybe it's nothing. Sometimes it stays lit up for no apparent reason. We did get some military factories. We're going to get these assigned. We should probably take a look and see exactly what we need here, because I don't even know what we're hurting on. Obviously, medium tanks, we've been putting a lot of stuff towards them. We seem to be fixing the close air support issue as well, which is good. So we have a lot assigned to these planes here. And as for the medium, I feel like, yeah, just pumping into more I think would be good. So we can get more divisions. Probably want to increase the number of mechanized. Seems that might be, yeah, what's stymieing our efforts to build more. I'm going to build another division, and let's go and train this guy, get him into the trained army. Take a look and see if any of these guys are done training. They're not. These are all going to go into that red army, so we won't have a full 24 division red army, but it'll certainly be a more than 11. All right, so these guys, are they ready to go yet? Let's just take a look. Well, we don't have control of the seas yet, which is a little bit surprising, actually. Yeah, a little bit surprising. Let's go ahead and pull the convoy rating back over here so they can focus on these regions. Let's see if we can't step it up. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that they're able to maintain control here. I guess they have enough ships that they're using in these bases. And they must not be in the base because we're not seeing any bombing of them. All right, so we've won here. Let's go ahead and now attack this way, and then have 2 divisions go towards Barcelona. We're also going to have more divisions here, so we're going to start pushing forward. But these guys don't really need to have anybody there. So I just really kind of focus here. Maybe go up to speed 4 so we can do this a little bit faster. Really just focus on this front to get it done with. We do need to probably go ahead and set the Green Army to go because, you know, it could open up here and I'm not paying attention and we miss it. So we'll set them to do their invasions here. Won't affect the guys over here because, of course, we're not at war with the Soviets. So that's not a problem. So yeah, just as soon as they're able to, we'll let them go. Now, I did look at our generals and one of them had a trait to get, just the Red Army general. And as far as which one we're going to get, I always feel like the combined arms expert's a little bit better to go for than the Panzer expert. Simply because, you know, the mechanized and motorized, you're going to have those in your divisions, maybe as many as you do of armor battalions. And it's a bigger bonus. And most importantly, mechanized and motorized, because their infantry have a better defense than tanks do. So yeah, I just find it's better to get the combined arms expert. I think it helps your division more overall. Canada has capitulated. It didn't take long for the US to defeat them, did it? So now they can focus solely on the Mexican front, where they've been having some difficulties, and I think a big part of that is the Soviets helping them out there. One thing that I had several people point out was that when we made our medium tank divisions, I did have this messed up, and I accidentally had the light armored recon company when I meant to have the light armored tank recons. So I did have that messed up, but I did fix it last episode. I've always find it funny when I do these videos that when I make a mistake, a lot of people will see it, but then when I correct it later in the video, a lot of people seem to miss it. But I did correct that later last episode, so that's not a problem. So that's good. Good to go. All right. So taking this here, we want to go after Barcelona, so let's go ahead and do that. It doesn't look like we're going to win here, and it's really not worth continuing this. Also, let's go make sure any troops that are here are here. Same thing with these guys. All right, excellent. All right, Government Cipher School has been knocked out. We're going to get the next one. I don't know if we'll go for the one after that. I'm not really that, worried about people breaking our cipher. Let's go and attack here with these guys. So about to take Barcelona. Remember, that does cut off all of these American and British troops. They won't be able to retreat. They won't be able to get supply. Overall, it's going to be quite bad for them. All right, so still bombing here. Looks like we're getting convoys and a few destroyers here and there, but haven't been yet able to do these invasions. And you know what? Part of it is because our submarines aren't actually covering here yet. So we might want to do them. We'll do these guys here. So yeah, let's make sure we got all our submarines out there doing the convoy raiding. And you know what? We're going to go and create a new one here and have them join in these efforts. Have them do convoy raiding, and yeah, just try and see if we can't seize control here, so we can do those invasions. And I think our planes are going to help out a lot with that. Do we have any naval bombers that could be assigned there? We do. All right, I think we should bring them over here then. See if they can't have some effect, especially with bombing these guys here, which we're not currently bombing right now. So let's go and do that. Give them some naval bombers and see if that helps out. Trying to gain control here. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and do the naval strike. And we'll just see how this ends up going. I don't think we have any other planes we might want to move. Yeah, I think we should keep all the planes here, as long as they're naval bombers, which they are. Though it does seem... Oh, okay. We actually have close air support here. It would be better to have naval bombers here. We'll have to get that changed out, but right now I don't think we have enough naval bombers in the stockpile to do that just yet. But yeah, we want our close air support to eventually move over to here. Let's see what we sunk here. Another British destroyer. Okay. So we've taken Barcelona. That's key. That does result in everybody here now being cut off from supply. So that'll be big for us. Push forward here. And try and send in a little bit of support that way. Doesn't look like we're going to win there. So let's just go and pull that back. We will go and attack these guys here because I think we should be able to win here. Alright, so we're going to attack them. Looks like we could send a few more in there. We did get the maintenance companies. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get something else researched here. We are close enough to 1942 to work on these 1942 techs. We're already getting that one there. So yeah, I guess that's what we'll continue doing. We'll get the 1942 field hospitals. So we'll only get those. So I want to go ahead and add these to our medium tank divisions now, this maintenance company. I think that would be good. As far as the light tanks, we still have 2 openings that we could get them some stuff. What do we want to do? I feel like maintenance is going to be a problem. I don't think we'll have too many issues with the light tank equipment because we're probably not going to build very many light tank units anymore. So all the light tanks we're building will be just used for replacing losses. So I don't think we're going to get the maintenance company here, but we will get the logistics. I think we'll have supply problems in Russia, so I think getting that would be helpful. And I'm kind of torn between getting artillery here or getting the support anti-tanks so that we could do better against the medium and heavy tanks that the Soviets might use. You look at the piercing, it's going up a lot, but yeah, I don't know that it's going to be, it's just not even close to enough. Yeah, I don't know how helpful that'll actually be. Getting the anti-tanks here. And you know what? Our infantry has anti-tanks, don't they? Let me just double check on this, because then they can just be, yeah, they have the anti-tanks, so I don't think we will give that to the light tanks. If they run into any tanks, they'll just have issues. It's just going to be the way, how it's going to have to be, guys. So let's get logistics, and let's get the support artillery, because I'd like to get that soft attack up for these guys. So we'll get that. We've got that going, so that'll likely change the equipment situation, I should say. And then let's also go in and get some more of our mountain troops here, since we have a little bit of room under our special forces cap. All right, excellent. We're down to 80,000 manpower right now, so that's not good. Having some manpower issues. But yeah, I think we're gonna keep building. It's not really from casualties though. I mean, we haven't taken high casualties. I think the garrisons are likely causing us some issues. So we could ask for help with garrison support. The Germans would not agree. How about the Portuguese? They would. So we can ask the Portuguese for garrison support just to get a little bit of assistance there. And yeah, they're going to give us a lot of manpower. So that should grant us our manpower back here in time. And that'll be super helpful. I don't know how many we're using for garrisons. 160, almost 161,000. So that's a lot of manpower we'll get back. Yeah, super helpful. There we go. Beautiful. Also, we have decrypted the Soviet cipher. So that'll be helpful as well. So far, everything's going pretty well, guys. They're attacking us in Barcelona. They know they need to get that. They will not win there, though. Even with just our 8 divisions, I think this will be plenty enough to get the win here, guys. As I don't expect it to be too much of an issue. Let's go and attack here now. Because, yeah, we should be able to win right there and take that air base over. I haven't been using my planes over here. Maybe I should have been. I don't know how we're doing in the skies. I guess we can take a look. It looks like we are controlling the skies. Probably the Germans have plenty of planes here. I think any planes we put here would just end up having issues with supply. And let's just go and attack here and here. Looks like we would lose there, but we'll keep it going. It is yellow now. We get the excavation. Excellent. We have a 300% research bonus here, meaning we could get it in 30 days. So we should probably do that. And I did mean to check at the rubber situation. Okay, so that didn't have much of an effect here. Again, we are short on steel. Let's go and just trade a little bit with the... oh, well, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Okay, so let's go and take a look and see how we're doing on sinking British ships. That battleship is pretty low on health. We sunk another destroyer there. Still haven't been able to do these 2 invasions yet. We just don't have control of the seas. Submarines, you know, they're not the best at achieving that. Let's go and go across this river here, see if we can't get there first. Probably not, because they're moving there before us, but we'll try. Our units are fast. They might be able to get there. Get this into German hands. Oh, weren't able to get there. Alright, but that's fine. Alright, so we did win here. Let's now attack over this way. And try and get these British troops destroyed. And we do want to participate in this so that we continue to get war participation. Alright, so we'll get these guys destroyed. Yeah, but we'll get some participation for taking territory here. Right now we're at 22% compared to the 20% that the Germans is at, which is just kind of baloney, in my opinion. They have not done as much as we have done. I know they conquered France, but like, yeah, I just don't feel like that's anywhere near what we've done. I mean, we conquered the British. We did sink that battleship. It's an old battleship, but still helpful. Sunk that destroyer as well, and it looks like doing that was enough for us to do the naval invasion here. So that's excellent news. So let's go ahead and have these guys now go to their front. I don't think we'll need, actually, you know, let's put 2 more over there just in case. It'd be better to have 2 more divisions there just in case we need them than to send them all the way to the eastern front and then find out that we need them. So just about destroyed the British naval invasions here. There we go. There's only 1 left there, so that'll result in a ton of casualties for them. Let's go and make sure that our guys are all coming over to here now. And then we'll go and pull the blue army back. I don't need to cover this anymore. Probably don't need to cover the green army's front either. So yeah, but we'll just take a look and see how the situation appears based on where all of our divisions are assigned. We do have another free dockyard. I think we'll just put it in the convoys for now. Probably don't need them. If we get another one, maybe we'll start building more submarines, guys. And we got a lot of dockyards. We just don't have any, we have no capital ships to build. Now again, we could build something that the Germans have, but you know, capital ships do require a lot of manpower. And I just don't think it's worth it building cruddy capital ships. It looks like this invasion will be successful as well. Alright, so we actually don't need these guys to come over to this front because we've already won. So let's just go ahead and get them placed over here now. Ah, the vehicles are so bad today. So many like trucks and motorcycles going by. I'll cut them all out so you guys don't have to. I know they get really loud on the mic sometimes. The really loud ones. So we did win here. So let's go ahead and get these guys now placed over to here, and we can stop them from doing their orders. Oops, stop all these guys. All right, excellent. So they'll go over to their new front, and now they have no ports over here whatsoever. We'll require them to leave. And we also sunk quite a few British destroyers. This is all helping us with our war participation. All right, very nice. Okay, so we are done here now, guys. Completely done. And now it's just about the war with the Soviets. And I suppose we should make sure we get a war goal, huh? Now let's go ahead and get ourselves a war goal here. It's only gonna be 30 days. It's not a long time. Yeah, not a long time at all. So we can go and wait a second until we get all of our troops over there, and then we'll do it, because that's very, very quick. So we might want to go ahead and move all these planes now. Especially any close air support. Get them moving over to here. And don't need to have them flying overhead right now. We still are going to want to bomb them, of course. Yeah, we're still going to want to be bombing them. Let's go and place these guys over here. Alright, so is there any fighters we might want to pull from here? I guess we can pull these guys. Pull them over here. And we'll have them train up as well as soon as they get here. Make sure anybody's training that needs it. And we might need to go ahead and assign another fighter wing out there. In fact, we have, you know, plenty of here. So let's go ahead and move these guys. See where we want them. I think put them over here. And then have them train as well. Alright, beautiful. So we'll get those guys moving over to there. And maybe we'll take a look and see. We just bomb that carrier there. Yeah, it looks like we've almost got it sunk, but not quite. They'll probably leave now. So I don't think we'll actually sink them. Unless that's the carrier there. That same carrier. That's a very, very low. We might actually sink it. We did sink a heavy cruiser. But yeah, we could end up sinking one of their carriers. That'd be nice. So far, not yet. Keep on bombing them here. We're bombing in all 3 of the air regions, and we're also bombing in this air region as well. I think we're going to go ahead and stop bombing in there. We haven't had any success there. Let's just go increase their number, and then these guys can move over here to take over this role here from the close air support that we have there, and then that'll allow them to move over to here. And don't know where we're going to want them assigned just yet. We'll just put them right there for now. We'll see what we have over there. Yeah, I think we've gotten all of our close air support moved out. Some of these might still be, but yeah, I think these are all naval bombers. All right, very nice. So let's take a look at our stockpiles, see if we have any planes that we could assign, any close air support, or any fighters. Seems we do have fighters, and we have just about enough to get a 200 air wing of close air support. So we're currently at 400 here, the max, but we do have another location here. Let's go to and move some planes here. Then let me just double check on this. All right, so we have 400 fighters up here, 200 close air support. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the fighters here. And I know some of these are going to be outdated, but that's okay. We got 2 there. Come on, I know we got some more here. Here we go. All right, so let's just go up to 200. All right, excellent. Have these guys deploy and train up here. And then we also have some close air support that we can deploy. And let's go ahead and get them moving to right here, I suppose. Yeah, move them right here. And I think that's going to be it that we have for air wings. Just these ones here. It looks like they're going to have to be all different kinds here. And yeah, I think we have almost enough. So let's just go and increase their number to 200. No, we'll get that as soon as we finish building them. And then we'll go and get these guys trained in as well. All right, excellent. So looking good. Looking good. We're going to take a look at our submarines, and we do have plenty of submarines to get added, so let's go and add those guys over to there. Have more out there helping us out. Could also bring some to the Black Sea. That would probably be wise. I have some in the Black Sea for the, the fight against the Soviets. And let's go for... I mean, there's really not a lot that we need right now. I suppose we'll go in and get this one. And I don't know if we'll get that one. There's a full 15 factories. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. I think this might be the last one that we get, guys. Let's go ahead and get some stuff built. Looks like we did bomb them there. Sunk 2 destroyers. All right, so we do have radar coverage across the channel. So that's good. Can't build radar there. I don't really think we need radar coverage in the Mediterranean. I don't think it's going to be an issue. But having radar coverage in the Black Sea would be helpful. It's not going to cover that much because we don't have very high level radar coverage, but you know what, let's do it this way. Let's build here and then here, and that way we can build like so. There we go. So we'll have full radar coverage across the Soviet front. I think that'll be helpful. As far as the air bases go, I do feel like we don't have enough here, so probably might want to build a few more. Get this built up a little bit in some of these areas. Which one are we using here? Yeah, we don't have control of that. So that probably wouldn't be wise. Building up their base there, we'll just build up the one here. All right, looking good. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so that'll keep them busy for a little while, and then we'll start working on military factories again. We can go up to speed 5 now. Just getting all of our troops moved over here. Again, we can get that war goal against them very, very quick. So it's not an issue. So we'll just wait until we're completely ready, and then we'll get the war goal against them and declare war on the Soviet Union. That probably won't be this episode. I'm thinking it'll be next episode. Let's make sure that all of our fronts look good. They don't have a lot of troops over here, guys. Maybe we should just declare war on them. And now, once we start getting the war goal, they're going to rush troops over here, so that is one thing to consider. Not entirely sure what they're doing. Are they doing like naval invasions here against Japan, or attempting to do naval invasions? Again, I'm not entirely sure where all their troops are. They don't have any fronts that they're fighting on, though. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Okay, so we gotta win big here in this Soviet conflict because the Germans have way too much war participation for me to be comfortable with how this peace treaty is gonna go. So yeah, I definitely want to make sure that we do most of the heavy lifting over here against the Soviet Union, which looks like it's gonna be the case. The Germans aren't over here yet. I assume once we go to war with them, they will pump troops over to this area. So yes, let's go and get these now. So we're going to update the light tanks, get better light tanks out there. All right, and let me just take a look at the equipment situation, make sure we're not like stacked on something that we don't need to build a lot of. But yeah, it doesn't look like that's the case. All right, doing good. So as far as planes go, I think we will get those fighters assigned. I noticed that we have more. Let me just take a look. I think we have, yeah, maybe 400 fighters assigned here. And then this is all going to be one region for a little while. So they'll be sharing fighters. So we do have 400 fighters here. And another 200 here. So that'll be 600 fighters there. So I think we'll assign the next fighter wing here, guys. And I believe we are building up that airbase, so we might wait until it's done, and then we'll assign them. We did get the advanced rubber processing. Excellent. So that'll be more rubber, and hopefully we don't need to trade for as much. I'm pretty sure we are trading for rubber, yeah. So we're going to get one of our factories back from that. Excellent. We do need to build more refineries, guys. Yeah, I definitely think we should get more. Having success continuing bombing convoys here. I think the majority of these have been troop convoys. So it's definitely been resulting in a lot of casualties for the Allies. And no, we're going to decline that. They're part of the Comintern, and it's largely irrelevant. They've already been defeated anyways. And with that defeat, it does look like the Americans are now back to having success against Mexico. And that'll only get worse once we declare war on the Soviets, since that will result in the Soviets maybe perhaps pulling their troops back to their homeland. Maybe that's where all their divisions are. It's helping out against the Americans. We want to wait till the winter's over before we declare war. I don't think it'd be wise to declare war in the winter against the Soviets. I think that'd be kind of silly. So we'll just wait, make sure that our offensive is as effective as possible. Continue to take a look at these fronts here and see if there's any adjustments we want to make. It does look like the fronts are pretty fairly distributed. Yeah, the Green Army might have a little bit more to cover, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I like the way the front looks. So we'll make any more adjustments there. Continuing to get these tanks trained up. We'll take a look, see if there's any divisions in any of these armies that need to be trained. Yes, we do have some here that we could train up. Alright, and these guys should be done training as well. We've got one division here needs a train, so we'll go into that. And we are setting them to only train if they need it. And I think that's it, guys. I think we're done here for now. Let's just focus on getting some of this stuff built that we want here. And since we did get another dockyard, I think we will go ahead and build another line of submarines, guys. I don't think there's anything to add yet. Oh, we had the basic snorkels. So let's go ahead and add that. I think that's it, though. So let's go ahead and save that. Oh, we did mess that up with the name. Or I did anyway. Put you guys in on my failures. Let's go ahead and save that. And then we'll go ahead and update all of these here, which means we're just going to want to get a bunch of lines of these. It'd be really cool if we could just duplicate this line. That'd be nice. Let's go ahead and get, I think we have, what, 4 lines total? Yeah, 4 lines total that need to be built here. And we'll just do this so we don't have to do it later. Just do it now. Alright, oops. I think it's still assigned. Nope, it did not. You gotta be careful not to click on those air bases. So I think we need one more here. Alright, beautiful. So, oops, god damn it. Out of all the places I can click, I go straight for the airbase. So let's go ahead and make it so these ones will only build one more submarine. Looks like they'll be done here in a few weeks with those submarines. And then we'll get the ones with the snorkels. That'd be helpful. Alright, so we have some submarines to throw into here. Let's go and get another one of these. And you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and get a new task force, guys. I know we are going to need a new admiral, so let's go ahead and get one. He's a gunnery expert. Okay. So we're going to get another fleet here. And they're going to be a submarine fleet as well. They can be a red color, I suppose. And then let's go ahead and have them assigned to the Black Sea. I think that's going to be where we're going to want to use them. So let's just have them. They might not be able to get there. You might actually have to. Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, they can't get through here. Alright, so we'll have to actually build one line over here. Well, that's fine. We'll do it that way then. Let's just keep them here for right now, though, just so I don't have to recreate this fleet. And let's have them do convoy rating. And then what we'll do is just assign one of these to build over here until we get enough. Let's go and pull that back. Alright, so that looks good. Yeah, I like that. So that'll work. So let's go ahead and trade for whatever resources we're needing here, which again is steel and tungsten, to resources we've been having issues with. We've already looked to see if there's anything we can build here, but did we check here in Britain if there's anything we can get? I bet there is. Again, we're only getting part of the resources here. But I mean, we were so desperate for steel, I think we'd still attempt to build up here, even though we're not getting that much when it comes to resources. Anything helps, guys. Anything helps. So we're doing that one for the tungsten. All right, so that looks good to go. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Might want to build up here a little bit in preparation for maybe using them for an invasion later. We need more, be able to get more supply there, because as of right now, if we put too many troops there, we'd have some major issues. All right, looking good. Now, again, I don't think we need to cover these ports over here in the Mediterranean anymore. We could pull these guys back if we wanted to. It's fine, though. So we did get the artillery effort. There's a research bonus for support artillery. I think it's all air and naval stuff at this point. Yeah, I think we have everything else. It's just air and naval. So I suppose we'll work on the air stuff first. And which one do we want to go for here? So this is for air doctrine. Let's get this one. Yeah, we'll do that one first. All right, so let's go and take a look at our air wings that are here and see if they are trained up. Not quite yet. Make sure they continue to train though. Okay, so these guys are not training, so we want to fix that. All right, beautiful. Yeah, we'll keep bombing around this area. So far, we're not seeing any success. I expect that the allies are going to pull their fleets back here because they don't have any ports. So we probably won't need the... Yeah, I bet we don't need most of these planes here. In fact, we could probably pull from the fighters back at the very least. These are just naval bombers, so might as well keep them there. We might want to go and increase this naval bomber number up a bit. Yeah, we'll increase them up to 200. Any new ones we build will go there. And yeah, let's go and pull our fighters back, guys. I think this is no longer necessary, I think, to have so many fighters over here. So let's go ahead and have them join over to here, and then let's just have them train up. Yeah, I don't think the ones in the English Channel are necessary either. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. We'll probably pull them back too. Just pull them over to here, I guess. So let's get them training. Do they not need? Oh, they don't need training. My bad. I was wondering why they weren't listening. I don't think these guys need training either. Just put them over here for now. All right, so yeah, move all our fighters over here. We are building these air bases up, but yeah, it's going to take a little while to get them done. It looks like we have them done here in March. So yeah, we're going to wait until the winter's over, guys. I don't think we should declare war, in the middle of winter. So we'll wait a little bit, and then we'll declare war on these guys. As you can see, they don't have a lot of troops on our border right now. So that's a reason why I don't think we should get the war goal until we're actually ready to declare war, since, again, it's only going to take 30 days. We get the light self-propelled artillery, so I want to say, yeah, we're done with the tanks here for now. You're going to get some research bonuses there. Obviously, the 1942 techs here need to be got as well. I guess we're going to go for the infantry equipment, get that done so we can start building it. And let's see what we want to do here. We now have 221,000 manpower as well. So, yeah, that's good. I think we'll go ahead and build another medium tank division. Could also build some more infantry, I suppose, but what I'd really like to do is create a 40 width infantry design that would be switching over to. But let's get those tanks built first, really focus on the tanks, and see if any of these guys are done. They are, so we can go and put these into the Red Army. Just kind of split them up a little bit. Maybe put 2 over here, and then 2 onto the other front. There we go, beautiful. All right, so we're up to 15 divisions for our Red Tank Army. Again, I think they're just going to burst through here and have a lot of success against the Soviets. Soviets got a lot of territory we have to take to get the win. But overall, yeah, I'm not expecting too many issues from them. I think this is going to be very quick, considering the amount of land we're conquering. Obviously, it's going to take time to conquer all that land. But I don't expect they're going to put up much of a fight. Now, a lot of people have been asking about Turkey here. Turkey is not going the way we wanted them to go. We already discussed that. But in addition to not going where they're supposed to go, pivot to the past, they went down here, and then I thought they were going to do the German-Turkish friendship treaty from there. But they didn't even do that. They went down this route. So they can't join the Allies. There's too many things blocking them here. So that's not an option. They can't do that. But they do have all these agreements with the Americans and British. Frankly, the Turks are an enemy, basically. Now, we had 2 choices here. We could either attack the Turks, giving us another front with the Soviets, but to grab their oil really quickly. I don't think that's necessary, because I think this army here, I think we'll be able to have a lot of success going over this way. I don't think it'll be too difficult to get down there. But it's always helpful having additional fronts. So we could do it that way. And this is war bonds. Do we want to do it again? Well, as far as our political power goes, we can go ahead and change up. We have a couple different options here. We could go total mobilization. That'd be 150. But if we're going to do that, then we would want to do the women in the workforce decision, which looks like, yeah, we would be able to do 100 political power, so we need 250 total. So 250 is the number. Yeah, so I think we're going to save up our political power, guys, and just say we don't need to be notified of this right now. And then we're going to do the women in the workforce decision with the changing over to total mobilization. That'll get more of our factories. It doesn't help with the manpower issue, so of course we might still have to go ahead and change over to service by requirement eventually, but I feel like we should wait as long as possible to change up to that, since it does have all those penalties. I don't think there's any reason to like race over to getting that. We do have some fighters to get placed, so we're going to take a look and see. We have some openings here. All right, excellent. So we might place them there. Also, we have an opening there, so that'd be an option too. And then here, we actually have 600 fighters down here. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and assign 200 down here, and then 200 up in the north. Some of these might be old fighters, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do training here. And then let's go and get the other 200 fighters here. I think these are going to be mostly interwar fighters, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're going to get those assigned. And then, yeah, I think at this point, it's going to be interwar fighters. All right, so get them assigned. And get them training. All right, excellent. So we're going to have them trained up here. We definitely should have control of the skies, I think. Which will be necessary if we want to move nice and quick here. Could get another close air support air wing down here in the south, which is, yeah, I think where we'd put them. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. Again, most of these will probably be old, but that's okay. I think they're right above the fighters here. So yeah, get these guys assigned, and should be able to get enough. There we go. Beautiful. Get these guys trained up as well. And it is April, so the snow should be subsiding soon. So I think we're going to go ahead and start getting that war goal, guys, and that's also where we'll likely end the episode here. Just look to see what we did over in these areas. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Let's go and justify the war goal first so that this will be started. It's only going to be 6 political power, 30 days. It's not too difficult. And yeah, next episode we'll declare war on the Soviet Union, guys. So we can go and change up this Blue Army's offensive line. Obviously, we'll probably go ahead and control these ourselves, so it doesn't really matter where it's assigned, but just for visual look here, we'll change them up, have them focus on the north. All right, so we're going to take a look, see what we sunk here, and then we're going to take a look at the casualties, see how things have gone this episode. We haven't really taken many casualties ourselves this episode. Hasn't been bad at all. War participation now tied with the Germans. Not good. Not good at all. Again, they're getting double for the casualties. Occupation, they're in fact getting more than we are, which I'm a little bit surprised with all the territory we've taken. Yeah, a little surprised that they're getting so much more there. Then also it seems that they have sunk less ships than us, and nobody's getting any points for bombing. So let's go and take a look and see how the casualties are going for the British. They've taken 940,000 total. We did almost 200,000 of that. The Germans have done 2 times more casualties than us. It's quite a bit more. Looking at France here, we killed almost 118,000 of the French. Of course, we did the majority of those casualties. The Romanians, pretty much everybody through here, including Poland. Although it seems the Soviets did the most casualties to the Polish. The Americans, we've done a total of 214,000 casualties. They take them at 1.2 throughout the war. It's quite a bit. Looks like the Americans have been hit the hardest in the conflict. I don't know that anybody has taken more casualties than the Americans. Yeah, nobody else. Oh, China, of course. China's taken a lot, but they've got a lot of manpower to play with. I guess so do the Americans, but yeah, a lot of casualties for the Americans, guys. So this is the current world situation. Japanese continue to have success in their invasions, but, you know, still having trouble against the Chinese. Yeah, it's gone kind of rough for them. Also still having trouble in the Philippines here. They keep doing invasions where they don't have ports, or maybe they lose the ports immediately. So having some trouble there. Yeah, overall, Japan's been having a lot of problems in Asia, just not doing very well. And, okay, so Coalition of the Free Commonwealth, they have taken over all the French territory here in Indochina. That's interesting. Overall, though, the Allies are in trouble. If you just look at the map here, there's not much left to them. The Allies are in a rough situation. They do still control half of Africa, though. Looking at our faction, this is what we control here. You know, we do have much of India in our control thanks to Portugal. Looking at the Comintern, this is their current situation here, guys. And then finally, looking at the Commonwealth, which the coalition of free Commonwealth states. And you can see that their presence is mostly in Asia and Africa here. So that's where we're going to end today's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode where we'll be declaring war on the Soviet Union. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.